Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for some Jedi Fallen Order news, and what has to be the biggest coincidence in the history of my channel. Yesterday I put out a video talking about the sequel to Fallen Order, and in that video I talked about a few things I felt were missed opportunities in the first game. I mentioned the lack of a New Game Plus option, the inability to use most of the lightsaber colors until the last hour of the game, and I also touched on an idea for a wave-based survival game mode that I thought would have been really fun. Well, less than 24 hours later, and by complete coincidence, it was announced that a free update for Jedi Fallen Order would be releasing today, and the update would include New Game Plus, more options for customization, and you guessed it, a wave-based survival game mode. Needless to say, I am extremely excited about this news. There are a lot of details we need to cover, and I jumped onto Fallen Order for a few hours this morning so I could get some gameplay and first impressions for you guys, just so I could show off the new content and actually give my thoughts. Anyway, this update was not only an unexpected surprise, but it's pretty incredible just how good this new content is. You can tell Respawn didn't just push out a low-effort content drop. They really did listen to some of the suggestions and criticisms people had with the game before this new content was added, and I think this update really pushes the game up a notch. The one significant complaint I had with Fallen Order was the serious lack of replayability, and this new content addresses that issue, and it does it very well. Anyway, let's get into the actual details of the update, starting with the addition of New Game Plus, or New Journey Plus as Respawn is calling it. This mode is only unlocked if you've already beat the game, of course, but it allows you to play through the game from the beginning with all of your cosmetics already unlocked. Your lightsaber colors, your ponchos, your mantis skins, everything you've discovered in a previous playthrough is available from the beginning, and any cosmetics you missed in a previous playthrough will still be there in the crates for you to discover. New Game Plus is something I've wanted in Fallen Order from the moment I beat the game for the very first time, and this gives me a great excuse for a third playthrough of the game. I've wanted to run through it again anyway, and having access to all of the customization from the start is such a nice way to change up a new playthrough. When you play through the game using New Journey Plus, you will also gain access to a new feature called Meditation Training, and these are wave-based survival challenges that you can access at various meditation points in the main story. Meditation Training is split up into two different game modes, and the first is called Combat Challenges. This mode will set you up against various preset waves of enemies on various planets, and there are several different arenas that face you off against everything from simple insects to purge troopers and even some of the main bosses like the Inquisitors. These challenges each have multiple waves of enemies you need to beat, and you can gain stars by completing the challenges in various ways. You'll unlock 1 star for beating a challenge in the first place, a 2nd star for beating it without healing, and a 3rd star for beating it without taking any damage. Respawn did say in their post about the new update that these are meant to be done towards the end of the game once you've leveled up Cal to his top potential, but I did jump into the game mode this morning at the very beginning, and I promptly died because I had none of my skills unlocked at that point. Even the first challenge, I only beat the first wave, but I assume once I've leveled up Cal in New Journey Plus, these will become a lot more manageable. Earning enough stars from beating these challenges will also unlock 3 new appearances for BD1. These 3 appearances are called Kesselstone, Onderon Bloom, and Galionica, and all 3 are unlocked once you've earned 12 stars in total. Meditation Training also gives you access to a second game mode called Battle Grid. This is just a total sandbox mode. You can customize it however you want. You can choose your location, the number and type of enemies, how difficult the combat is, and various other modifiers. You can even fight really unique enemies like your Master Jaro Tapal or even the Dark Side Cal, and I'm really excited to dive into this mode once I've actually leveled up Cal in my new playthrough, as like I mentioned, you can only access Meditation Training in New Journey Plus, so I'm gonna need to run through the game to level up my Cal so I can really get the most out of these modes, and I'm just super excited to try and 3-star all of the combat challenges. That sort of thing is right up my alley. This update also includes a brand new customizable appearance for Cal, which is his Inquisitor uniform, which you only see for a brief moment in a vision during the main game, but now you can use it whenever you want. Along with his Inquisitor uniform, you can now choose to use a red lightsaber if you wish, and you can use the red kyber crystal with any outfit or poncho you choose, just like the Inquisitor uniform can be used with any color saber. The update also adds 2 new lightsaber hilts, Protection and Defense 1 and 2, which is great. More options and more customization is always welcome. By the way, these new customization items are available in old game saves, at least they were for me. Respawn's website says Cal's new outfit and lightsaber are only able to be used in New Game Plus, but I loaded up an old save from a few months ago and was able to switch to Cal's Inquisitor uniform, so if you're in the middle of a playthrough you need to finish before New Journey Plus, you should be able to use his Inquisitor uniform if you want to. At least I was able to, and that was a save from like February. Respawn is also making a few accessibility changes, like you can now skip certain QuickTime events, which I know a lot of people weren't a fan of, plus you can now turn on the option to just press a button to climb, instead of having to hold the button down for the entire time, which actually was something I wanted as an option during my first playthrough. They've also introduced various bug fixes, nothing super interesting, but I will put them up on screen in case you want to know what those are. They are mostly rare bugs that I don't think most players had to deal with in the first place. I just want to take a quick moment and appreciate Respawn for this update. At the bottom of their update announcement, they say they've been working on this from home, which I know they're a game studio and this is their job, but I really do appreciate them putting out a great update, especially during a time like this. They managed to do it from their homes, and it was a great surprise. It's a really well done update. The first thing I'm going to do once this video is live is start working on leveling up my Cal, just so I can 3-star all of those challenges. I'm really excited to do it. I love wave-based survival modes, and it's something I've wanted in this game from the beginning. Well guys, that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and could leave a like, I would certainly appreciate it, and if you are new around here, feel free to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.